I knew she'd say something venomous tonight, but I didn't expect the sentence to land like a blade between my ribs. She's dead to us. My mother's voice didn't crack. Mine didn't either. I just lifted my glass, tasted the bitterness of the wine, and let the room choke on the silence she'd created. Then Marcus stepped in 6'4", expression carved from granite. "Miss Williams," he said, loud enough to ricochet against the crystal chandeliers, "your helicopter is ready." Every conversation died. Every fork paused midair. Every person who once dismissed me suddenly remembered my name. I didn't stand up yet. I wanted them to stew, to wonder what version of me had walked back into their lives. And then almost on cue, the waiter leaned into my brother and whispered, "Isn't that the billionaire from the news?" Perfect. There was a time I believed loyalty meant something in this family. I was the quiet one, the fixer, the daughter who filled out college, forms for my siblings, negotiated my father's hospital bills, and made myself small so everyone else could feel big. I trusted their gratitude. I mistook obligation for love. And I believed my mother's rare smiles meant pride. I didn't see the rot beneath them. It started with numbers. They always betray first. A transfer from my savings. $4,200 vanished into an account I didn't recognize. My mother's signature sat beside mine, forged, but practiced. Then another transfer, and another. When I confronted her, she laughed like I was accusing her of taking a casserole dish. "Sweetheart," we raised. You owe us." Oh, the word echoed for days. Then the truth unraveled. She'd been siphoning money from me for years. Using my credit, my identity, my future, selling the narrative that I was unstable, irresponsible, incapable. So if anyone noticed the debt, the trail would lead back to me and the family, they believed. Her. Of course they did. She'd been sowing those seeds since I was a teenager. Heartbreak didn't hit me all at once. It seeped in slowly, like ink bleeding into fabric. But beneath the hurt, something colder took root. Not rage, clarity. I didn't shout, I didn't plead, I didn't ask why. Instead, I opened a new notebook. Page 1. Reconstruction of power. I hired a forensic accountant, quietly. I contacted a lawyer who specialized in identity theft. A new company from the ground up. No family signatures, no shared addresses, no emotional ties. The betrayal sharpened me. Planning refined me. I learned how to move without leaving fingerprints. I learned how to rise without announcing it. While they whispered that I'd fallen apart, I was building something they couldn't comprehend. Years passed. My mother kept draining accounts she didn't know were under investigation. My brother took a loan he thought was my money, actually bait placed by my lawyers. My father, tired and pushed around, signed documents without reading them.
Oh.
Every move I made was clean, legal, immaculate. Every move they made tightened the noose they'd woven themselves. When the financial audit hit them, government tissued. I stayed silent. I let them blame each other, scream behind closed doors, call me in escalating desperation. I blocked every call. Then the case concluded. Full liability on them. Restitution granted to me, their accounts frozen, their reputation dented. The woman they said was unstable now owned what they lost. Still, I stayed quiet. My silence was the sharpest knife, which brings us back to Dad's birthday dinner, the first time I agreed to see them in 3 years. My mother's declaration, "She's dead to us," was meant to reclaim some illusion of power. But when Marcus appeared and every head turned toward me with reverence instead of pity, I finally rose from my seat. I looked at my mother. Her face was tight, brittle, terrified beneath the arrogance. "You wanted me invisible," I said softly, "but you taught me how to disappear and rebuild." She flinched not because of the words, but because she finally understood their weight. "You stole my future," I said, "so I created one you can't touch." I walked past them, each step a quiet victory. As Marcus opened the restaurant doors and the city wind hit my face, I felt the weight slide off me. I didn't destroy them, simply stopped protecting them, and the world did the rest. In the helicopter's reflection, I saw myself clearly for the first time, not the daughter they abandoned, but the woman I became because of it. Revenge wasn't the point. Freedom was. And I'd taken every piece of it.